What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, today I am reviewing the Oppo Find X2 Pro. So we will discuss its introduction, specs and unboxing. So without any further delay, let's get started. The Oppo Find X2 Pro flaunts a chunky camera assembly on its back, compromises and gets a punch hole in the display, and limits its moving bits to just the vibration motor. So it must have lost all the calm that Find X from the mid 2018 had. Its elevating camera assembly was plenty cool on its own, but it also kept the back flush and the display cutout free, or only wiring up swiftly when needed. But it's differently kind of calmer the Find X2 Pro. For this generation, Oppo has shuffled up the priorities and we don't mind the new ones. For starters, an all-around impressive camera setup with big sensor and capable lenses entirely unique to the Find X2 Pro beats the Find X limit. If good for what it was as a stowaway outfit, you get 48 megapixel 1 by 143-inch primary cam and another 48 megapixel ultra wide, each outspecking competitors or offering in one way or another. And the cherry on the top of all that is the 13 megapixel telephoto camera with a 5x periscope lens that beats the Galaxy S20 Ultra in zoom power, if not in resolution and sensor size. Keeping the cameras static has meant a hole in the display, which isn't ideal, particularly when the previous generation had no such blemishes. But what a display it is! Indeed, high resolution, high refresh rate, high brightness, high dynamic range, and high color fidelity. High everything. We take all that and live with the punch hole, and that is one of the very compromises on the Find X2 Pro. It doesn't have wireless charging, but that's not really a make or break feature. The lack of a headphone jack is hardly news at this point, and who is really going to lament the missing micro SD card slot with a half a terabyte of built in the UFS 3.0 storage? The Find X2 Pro also has an IP68 rating, the 8 being a first for Oppo with a water and dust protection, quite rare in the company's lineup. To begin with, stereo speakers get a check mark in the spec sheet too, and the 65 watts in the charging section are among the most watts you can get on a phone these days. So now let's unbox the Oppo Find X2 Pro. You get the fast charger needed to make use of all the 65-watt inside the box too. Not at an extra cost. The adapter is quite the chunky unit, but power goes together with size. Mind you, it's not 65 watts of power delivery complaint output, so you won't be using that to power your laptop, nor can you expect 65-watt PD charger to pump 65 watt to the Find X2 Pro. It's a proprietary Super VOC 2.0 solution, and you need both the adapter and the supplied cable to achieve the full power. With another phone, it will to do 10 watt max, while the Find X2 Pro itself can draw 18 watt from quick charge power delivery breaks. The bundle includes a set of earbuds ending in a USB-C connector. Another welcome sight is the silicone case, though you may not so keen to opt for the cheapish feel as opposed to the handset on finish, be vegan leather or ceramic. Let's talk about those two on the next page. So now let's discuss some specs and features of Oppo Find X2 Pro. So the Oppo Find X2 Pro has a chipset of Snapdragon 865 octa-core CPU with a memory of 12 GB RAM and a 512 GB storage built in. It is a Android 10 software. The rear camera is 48 megapixel wide, while the front camera is 32 megapixel. The telephoto camera is 13 megapixel. The battery is 4260 mAh with a 65-watt super VOC fast charging support. It is also contain optical under display fingerprint reader and a NFC stereo loudspeaker. So this was the review of Oppo Find X2 Pro. For more reviews, subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for more content like this.